to a brand new video here on my channel. Today I want to talk about gatehouses and help you guys make better gatehouses. I've been seeing a lot of different gatehouses recently that are not very beneficial for bases. And the first one is just a 1x1. I don't see this one as much anymore, but it's not very good. And I made this video to basically show you guys some better gatehouses and teach you guys how to build them. So let's get into it. So this first gatehouse isn't really anything special. It's just a regular 1x1 with a turret on top. Really bad gatehouse. So yeah, let's get into the next gatehouse, which is a 1x1 with extended triangles. This is probably the most common gatehouse. I use this one myself quite a little bit for like some classic bases. But there are definitely better gatehouses that you can make. This is just a regular gatehouse with some peaks into the compound. So let's get into the better gatehouses. So from the outside, this looks exactly like the previous gatehouse, only that I've added a ramp and these Petrico peaks that act as just better peaks in general. Now another thing with this gatehouse is that it's actually protected with chain link fences that make the turret really good compared to the previous gatehouses. This makes it so that when raiders actually go about raiding, as they breach through this big wall right there, they're gonna be faced off with a very protected turret, and also have to deal with some very disgusting peaks, being the Petrico peaks. So like you can see here, this turret only takes 3 rockets, or 3 HV rockets, while this turret on the other gatehouse takes much more rockets. First you have the chain link wall that needs to be destroyed, and then the raiders can actually go about destroying the turret itself. So let's get into how you build this thing. Now you start off just like a regular gatehouse with 1 square and then 2 triangles. And then depending on which side you're gonna have your compound in, you want to build triangles out from the other triangles. And yeah, this is gonna be basically the inside of your compound. Then just add some doors. So this right here is going to be the inside of a compound. Then add windows in order to be able to view the outside of your compound as well. Add some roofs. And then in order to actually make the peaks themselves, the Petrico peaks, you add half walls, and then you upgrade the floors to metal in order to give yourself a better peak, because the metal floor, triangle floor, is actually much smaller than the stone floor, which makes for better peaks. Then add in your what are those called, windows, and then a low wall in order to make the peak even more gross for raiders or when trying to get in. Then half walls in order to cover up the the top part, so to speak, and then that's really it. In order to finish this, you add wall frames, and you start off by just making the turret pod just like the usual gate. Then you add in these wall frames right here. And on these wall frames you later stick the chain link wall. You can also go ahead and add roofs there if you want. Then add in the chain link wall and the turret, and then you're set basically. That's the better gatehouse, so to speak. And that's really it for the Petrico and the Petrico gatehouse. I don't know what to call it, honestly. And then just add the metal barricades on top. And this is also a very crucial part. It's to add this ramp, because that will actually make it so that you can actually crouch and what that will do is that it will make it so that you actually get a better spray, because it's easier to spray your gun when you're crouching. So let me show you this next gatehouse, and it's really just a larger gatehouse with patrico peaks, just like the other ones. Kind of the same turret setup, but the only difference is that you can actually fit 2 beds and 2 lockers in this. Oh, sorry, 4 beds and 4 lockers. And the way you build this is 3 squares and then 1 triangle on each side. So just like regular gatehouse, but just add 2 squares. And then add this kind of, 2 triangles on the inside of the compound and then 1 triangle on the outside of the compound, on that side basically. Then wall in the corners, because that is where you're gonna have your locker. Then if you want, you can add windows to it, to make it more difficult for raiders to access it. Then add wall frames for doors, and 1 for a shop front as like a kind of a window and also a trade thing. And go ahead and add windows to be able to view outside your compound, very important. And 3 square roofs. And then in order to make your patrico peaks, you put down half walls. Now you put down the half walls so that they face the left and right side of your gatehouse and not the inside of your gatehouse. That's why you want to place the half walls by the door like that. And then you place a window, and then your metal triangle floor. And then you add in the I know it's not called windows, but I can't figure out what it's called. But before that, you need to add in wall frames, of course. These are going to have chain link fences so that they protect your turret. And then add in the window bars. And there you have your peaks really. Now in order to be able to crouch while using these peaks, you want to add your beds. If you only have 2 beds, I recommend putting them by the peaks. If you have 4 beds, then put them all down. Just like that. And yeah, then you add some half walls up here in order to block in your turret. And on top of these half walls you add roofs, and then later on those roofs you want to add metal barricades. And yeah, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.